We're live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, good morning, good morning. So let's jump right into it. So yesterday we completed all of the different asset pages, which was quite a day. We revamped some videos, we revamped some copy, a lot of really, really good stuff. And I'm quite pleased with those pages that we completed yesterday. Now, of course, I'm a little biased, and not purposely so, but I guess bias isn't a purposeful thing. That's every time we do a page, I always think it's good. And then a day or two later, after having a couple of moments, I'm like, oh, that wasn't so good. And of course, the conversions and things will tell you. But all things being considered, I really believe that the journey that we've spent thus far in developing pages for Rhino in totality, but also especially with Rhino Friend, because this is such a big thing for us and a big thing for really what we believe is to be everyone, that when describing it or when trying to share it with anyone, the common pushback always is, well, man, I don't really know what it is. Like, tell me, like, what is it? So we've been facing this tall task over the last couple of weeks of how do we just say it? Like, what is it? And I think we've accomplished that. I really do. So the first squeeze page really highlights Rhino Friend. It's yours, it's free, opt in, the directions will be in your email, and only the first 25,000 are getting Rhino Friends because we have overhead covered up to 25,000. After that, then it's a whole bunch of new money. And that's not even totally true because the overhead's covered in terms of the tech, not the AI usage. So, I mean, every Rhino Friend is going to cost us money. The belief is that the offset will be the upgrades into Rhino Business and other things will offset it. And I believe those numbers do make a lot of sense. So I'm quite optimistic about that. But that being said, we need to get that quite quickly, right? So like we can't have too much of a lag time because every Rhino Friend is draining resources and in lieu of any Rhino Business or Rhino something, it's not being offset. But I think we'll be okay with that. I really, really do. So that's the squeeze page. Then once you progress past the squeeze page and you accept your Rhino Friend, you then are going to move on to the sales page. Now the sales page again highlights Rhino Friend at the top, just transitioning you into where you've come from. Now you get to learn a little bit more. You got the demo, and then it goes into Rhino Business. The funny thing I wrote in the email yesterday was that sales page, the girl in that section. Now, mind you, that section is exactly the way Karcher made it. It had that beautiful green and really looks cool, and the girl just fits perfectly. Like it's just, there's plenty of pretty people in the world, whether it be girls or guys, and Rhino's never been one to say, okay, let's just take a model and put it there. But she just fits. She just does. I can't explain it. She just looks perfect where she is. So I did try to change it and find some other things. I just couldn't. So she's just going to stay there for a little bit until we find something better or more appropriate or more fitting or whatever. But I like her. The Rhino Business summary is right there. And then if you don't understand it, there's two more sections beneath it that further go into it, in which case there's further by links. And even at the bottom, there's a contact me portion. And if all else fails, contact me, which I do believe will probably be used by those that are, I have a question, or will be used by those that see it and say, hey, listen, I think they have something. I kind of want to reach out to them, partner, see if we could do something with them, which is a good thing. Once you pass that page and you purchase, also that's the other thing. I remember in ClickFunnels, to have a proper funnel, you would have a buy button and then next to it, not interested button, because the not interested button will bring you to the next page. I like that idea, but I don't know if it works with us. Now, of course, Anthony, don't reinvent the wheel. It works with everyone. Yes, I get that much. But the next page is Rhino Bucks. And Rhino Bucks really only makes sense if you fell in love with Rhino Friend and Rhino Business. Because what Rhino Bucks is, hey, those pages you were just on, those items that you just purchased, that you just enrolled into, you probably did it because you think, like, you see the vision. Well, this is the way to invest alongside that vision because Rhino Bucks, every dollar that comes in goes directly to it. Therefore, the value of Rhino Bucks is directly proportional to the growth of the company. And if you like what we're doing, the growth should be quite good. So that's how that calculation works. So I just think that if we put the button on the sales page, hey, not interested, not only are we giving the person a choice, which choices are fine. They do have a choice. You either buy it or you X out. We don't want to overtly take their attention away from, do I want to buy or don't I want to buy? We don't want to give a, oh, maybe I'll come back later type of thing. Because we don't think the offset of that, the other side of it, is going to be such a high conversion that it'll offset it, right? So if you didn't get into Rhino Business or Rhino Friend, then I'm not so sure that you're going to get into Rhino Bucks. I just don't think that connection works. So we're keeping the button, if you buy, you go forward. The Rhino Bucks page, like I just shared, is a little bit of everything. Let's see. Brian, welcome. The Rhino Bucks page, I do think I need to add a little bit too, because what I just shared sounds like it makes sense. But when you go to the page, I think I just have that video there. I think I do need a little more copy. I do need to, I want to say dumb it down. That's not the point. But for those that aren't keen to investing and those that aren't in the investment world, or those that A, B, C, or D, it would behoove us to make sure that we speak to them in the language that they speak. So if someone never got into investing or someone never, it's not that they don't know it, nor that they don't want it. They just never been a part of it. Everyone knows somebody that had been an early investor somewhere, right? So every person knows, oh, the secretaries at Microsoft in the 1980s, they're millionaires now because they got stock at a cheap price. Like everyone understands the concept of getting in early. That's an ingrained DNA concept. So the concept of getting in early, how does that translate to speaking to someone to illustrate to them and represent that is what this is? I think I need to work on that today. And I don't think that'll be a lot of work. In fact, getting in early is a sentence that I wasn't even thinking of yesterday. It just came out naturally. And that's going to be kind of the theme of what that copy looks like. And the copy will only be like 2 or 3 paragraphs. Now, for someone that gets in there, it goes to Rhino Wealth. Now, the idea being, well, if you're impressed with Rhino Friend, you're impressed with Rhino Business enough that you're now investing in the company, well, you like Rhino, you're impressed with Rhino, you're an investor, well, here's Rhino Wealth. We use all of our own technology, and we get into a group format to then share research, and some make investment decisions based on it in the stock market. The good thing is that we're actually quite good at it. I think we have like an 80% success rate, average success being 40%. We cut our losses short. But more so than anything, it's just fun. I enjoy it. I like it. Our group likes it. Those that are in Rhino Wealth really like it. So it's a good thing. So I think there's a really good chance that there is a percentage, and of course there's always a percentage of something, but like a material one, like maybe like of the referrals that come to Rhino and buy Rhino Business, so they actually purchase something, of those people, I think there's about a 10 or 15% chance that they will purchase every item. I think of the traffic that comes to the squeeze page, I think a good percentage of it will convert, because again, it's a very clean page and we're giving something that's just being invented for free to you. And we show the demo and then invite you to actually meet Ted on the other side. Like he's there, the demo's right there. So I think that's going to convert quite well. I don't know what my expectations are in terms of, you got Ted, you like Ted, now do you go to Rhino Business? See, that's where the missing link is a little bit. It's because you have to have a business to be on Rhino Business. Now we have Rhino Agency and Rhino Affiliate, and I have thought about how those could mesh, but I don't think they do, because Rhino Agency is us hiring you. You wouldn't need Rhino Business to do that. And Rhino Affiliate is us compensating you for sharing Rhino. I don't think you need Rhino Business to do that, even though, despite my best intentions of trying to kind of bridge that, I just don't think it naturally bridges. I would like, so I think right after, I think I would like the individual that likes Rhino, gets into Rhino, but doesn't have a business, needs to be part of the affiliate program, definitely. I'm not going to put a second button on that sales page because I don't want to draw their attention from it. There will be an email sequence, but that first email needs to be educating them how to get into Rhino Friend. Like, here's your credentials, this is what you do, now it's in your text message. But that email sequence is going to, I think, be probably affiliate heavy. I think we do want to do that. So again, my job today is to do all the sequences. Now, a couple of people emailed me and texted me yesterday saying, hey, I opted into this and I got this email. In which case they even said, like, I don't think I was supposed to get this. I'm just making you aware of it. Because yesterday I did say the sequences are just not, they're not there. Whatever emails you get or don't get, that's a today thing. In fact, the pages I was simply just showing you yesterday. So if you opted into anything, cool, God bless. As long as you know that those sequences and follow-up emails aren't actually what they're going to be, which will be today. We're going to get all that accomplished today because that's all that's left. Now, once that's done, then we could start moving on affiliate stuff. We could start supporting that group, which means we could do it tomorrow, but I don't want to do it tomorrow. I want to do it Thursday. I want to give tomorrow an entire day to get a good foundation of what that will look like. I need to make sure that that I have enough to present, enough to, because the thing is, I have to be able to give an actionable plan. Not everyone has an email list. Not everyone has this, not everyone has that. So we have to have an actionable plan. And the behavior of one to commence on an actionable plan is dependent on that person's belief that the actionable plan is going to be successful and that they will personally have success with it. So if I said to someone, hey, you want a Ferrari, get straight A's in school, and then study for your SATs, and then take them by having this SAT teacher. Yeah, that sounds like it makes sense. I'm sure that has a high success rate. But does that person believe that they can do it? I don't know. Maybe they think they can, but maybe they think, well, that's not worth it for me if I have to spend that much time doing it. So to properly motivate someone, you have to give them something that they believe will be successful, they believe they can do it, and in a time frame that they're willing to do it. Those three things I would only be winging tomorrow, and I don't think that's fair. So I want to have those as the DNA of what that program looks like. In which case it really allows us to have a really nice weekend push. If we could motivate enough people to just dip their toe in and start pushing over the weekend, I think that'll be a good thing. And then Monday we could come in and say, wow, we have this many this, we have this many this, we have this many this. And those numbers start creating future numbers. We're going to find out what percentage of Rhino Friend converts to Rhino Business or converts to anything. And I also think we do need to have another Rhino thing in it. Because for the person that gets Rhino Friend for free, that doesn't have a business, what do we have for them, right? Like what can we upgrade them to? Again, it's not about finding a way to take someone's money. That's not it. These individuals have a need for something. These individuals have money somewhere. It might not be a lot, but they certainly have 5 to 10 discretionary dollars a week. How do we make it make sense that the value we can offer them is something that they would like, and that discretionary value is something that they're willing to transact? So I do think there's probably one more Rhino thing coming. I just don't know what it is yet. This is something that's probably like the upgrade cycle 2 or 3. Every business that comes into Rhino Business, I want to have an affiliate program for. It's just going to be templated in which case every business is going to be happy about that because anyone could go sell their products. Duh, why wouldn't they want that? That's as far as I got with it so far. How it functionally works, how it executes, how it benefits Rhino, how it benefits anyone other than the business who's having their product sold. I still got to think about it. But there is plenty of connections. But yeah, no, we'll figure that out. So that's kind of where I'm at. Rhino Bucks, the money got sent over. We'll take care of that in a moment. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we're doing really, really well. I think we're where we need to be. I'm mostly through my emails. I have a couple more emails to go, and then I would have been caught up with that. I think Rhino Welt's doing good today. I saw the stock that we were betting on going lower, actually lower. Whether it stays lower or not is a whole nother ballgame, but we certainly hope it does. We hope it goes even further lower. I think that's it. I don't really have much more. I think I just have to get to work, to be honest with you. So I love, love, love everyone. And things are going the way they're supposed to. So I'll see you all tomorrow.